Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot Scrapbooking, and this week I have a very easy happy birthday card. So I started out with a white card, and then I have a blue layer that's a little bit smaller, and then another white layer. And then I cut two flowers that are 2 inches. It doesn't really matter how many petals they have on. And if you can see this one, I folded it in half, and then I actually stuck a little foam dot in between these layers. I kind of folded it so that the petals don't really totally overlap the other ones. Just kind of try to fold it a little bit sideways so that you have a little bit of dimension to your flower. And then just pop a foam dot or maybe even a glob of hot glue in here just to make sure it sticks up a little bit. And then you can see I added a little adhesive jewel on here, so I'm going to do the same with that one. And I also have this little happy birthday to you greeting, and this is on a page. You can download this from my website and print it whatever way you want to. This one I printed it twice, so I cut off the top so I would have the greeting. This one, if you want much bigger ones, you can just print it full sheet size, so you can go ahead and get that for free. And then I used a grunge stamp from Tim Holtz, so this has a nice little speckled background on it, and when I did my design I just used old paper ink. And then either if you have a stamp that makes nice flower stems, you can use that, or you can just freehand draw some stems for your flowers with a pen. So those are the things I have. I think I mentioned everything that I got out for this project, so we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm just going to put some of the pieces together for my card. Our white paper for the stamping, we'll set that aside. And I'm just going to put on the blue layer, and I can also get my happy birthday tag put together and get that other foam dot put in my flower. So these are just the simple little pieces here you need to put together. So I was just using double-sided adhesive tape from Score Pal, so that makes it really easy to get things together. So you just lay it down on your project and peel off the backing, and it's ready to go. Same thing for our little tag. I'll go ahead and do that one. And I'm not going to put my tag on my card yet. I'm just putting it together. So alright, got that. And then my flower, I need to finish this one. So just grab a foam square here, and my flowers you can barely tell, but I took a little ink pad and just barely inked around the edges just to give it a little, whoops, I gotta get that right in there so I can't see it, just to give them a little bit of depth, and probably on the camera you can't even tell, but that's okay. So I'm going to grab a jewel. You could use any type you want, round, but square, it doesn't matter. So just stick it right on there. And then we can start designing our card. I think I'm going to just see what that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to grab my old paper ink here. And this grunge stamp just makes a nice little background, so my flower stems aren't just going to be sitting in the middle of nowhere on my card. So make sure you get that stamped good. So I'm just going to add some just towards the bottom. Not a big deal how you end up doing it. Just wanted a little bit of something there. So now I'm just going to take my pen, and this, you don't have to be an artist to do this. If you can just kind of swipe a pen on your piece of paper, you'll be fine. So I'm just going to do something like this. So I kind of need a few stems. Not very artistic, it just looks like I scribbled on my paper, but it will work. So then I'm going to take my flowers, and I'm going to use hot glue this time. So I'm just going to stick one here, just towards the top of the stems. Grab a little bit more hot glue here, and I'll stick this one up here. So there we go. Kind of have nice little ruffly flowers because of those foam dots in there. Then we'll just do the same with this, just put some adhesive tape on the back. So if you need a border on a scrapbook page or something, that would be really fun, just to make a whole bunch of little flowers like that. Draw some stems and put them across the bottom or something, that'd be really neat. Just a fun little idea that you can use for all sorts of projects. So this will go right on the front. Oops. And then I just need to put my tag on there, and I think I'm going to add some jewels to my tag too, just smaller ones. And let's see, get my tape off there. Put this down here. Then I have teensy little square jewels that match the other ones, and I'm just going to add those right onto my tag. And there we go. This card is finished. Thanks so much for watching.